Yo, this is Aztec 101. And I just got done watching Juan Manuel Marquez versus Timothy Bradley. And amazing performance by Timothy Bradley. Um, First of all, Timothy Bradley obviously won. Um, Marquez did not win this fight. I think the crowd reaction was bullshit. It's embarrassing. Um, I think they should have shown some more respect for Timothy Bradley. He obviously didn't just win the fight. He outboxed Juan Manuel Marquez. I think that if you think Juan Manuel Marquez is a great fighter, then you got to give respect to the fighter that beat him fair and square. Um, it's a bunch of bullshit. The reaction, the booing, and all that. It fucks up the sport. Uh, yeah, maybe you might have thought it was a close fight, and the punch stats actually showed that the fight was deceivingly close, meaning the punch stats were close. Juan Manuel Marquez did land at a better accuracy rate, but um, and he didn't land more punches. And we got to remember, this is a sport. It's not a street fight. Um, you have to score points, and Juan Manuel Marquez did not outscore Timothy Bradley. I think it's bullshit that Juan Manuel Marquez can't register in his. I mean, I can understand him being in the middle of the fight. Maybe he thought he won, but his corner. This is twice already recently that I've seen his corner give him bullshit uh, news on how well he's doing in the middle of a fight. I mean, his corner is telling him that he's winning, but it's close. This is bullshit. No, you barely won maybe a couple rounds, if that. Um, but every round was won by Timothy Bradley, and his corner wasn't telling him, "You're down, you're losing the fight." Even the corner thought they were winning. I don't understand what it is that they were watching. Timothy Bradley didn't just land the more punches. Obviously, he wasn't going to land the harder punches. He wasn't the stronger puncher coming into the fight. So whether or not he was going to land the harder punches, that was obviously out of the question. We already know he's not the harder puncher. But he landed cleaner shots, and more of those shots were landed by Timothy Bradley. Um, I'm pissed off. While I see other people are mad about the scoring, I'm mad about the reaction. Timothy Bradley is not being given the respect he deserves. He did really well that fight. He outboxed Juan Manuel Marquez, and I think that that's huge. I think that Marquez needs to show some class and rewatch the fight and then come back with an apology and show some respect to the champ. Timothy Bradley is going to have many fights in front of him. If he keeps performing the way he was performing tonight, he's going to be a champ for a long time. And he's going to be one of those fighters that are going to be really hard to dethrone. Um, Dethroned. Sorry. Um, I mean, I understand the crowd. You know, a little bit intoxicated. I mean, so what? Most of us that were watching the fight were intoxicated too. So, I mean, I don't understand what it is that you saw that there's not enough alcohol to convince me that Marquez won this fight. Um, like I said, this is a sport. It's not a street fight. It's a sport, just like basketball. It's not about how many crossovers you do. It's not about uh, how many times you can bounce the ball in between your legs. It's about how many times you can score. That's it. That's the point of the game. Tossing the ball in the hoop, and the point of the game in boxing is landing your punch, scoring points. and Marquez was outscored. That's it. See, if this was like the Canelo versus Trout, and let's say Canelo didn't knock down Trout, and um, and Trout was awarded the winner, that would have been fair. And anybody that would have suggested that that wouldn't have been a fair call um, would be blind. Marquez didn't. There was nothing that Marquez did. He didn't hurt Bradley. He didn't knock down Bradley. One thing that we got to understand is Timothy Bradley was the champion. So, if, whatever Timothy Bradley did, Marquez would have to outdo in order to take the belt away from him. That's just the way it goes. Usually the champion isn't the one chasing. And I know Marquez is the counter puncher, so he was waiting for Timothy Bradley to throw his shots. But all that entire time he was waiting, he was getting outscored. And you know, Timothy Bradley was setting the pace. He dictated the pace of the fight. Marquez fought Timothy Bradley's fight. Anytime it was a brawl, it was all initiated by Timothy Bradley. Anytime there was a they were boxing, it was all controlled by Timothy Bradley. I mean, Marquez looked frustrated. I think it was a fair call. Timothy Bradley should have definitely gotten the unanimous decision. Uh, but beyond that, what overshadowed that was the reaction of the crowd and the reaction of the fans. It's disrespectful. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All pride aside, it's all bullshit. I'm Mexican, and I know that Timothy Bradley won the fight. I don't understand. Saying that it's because they're Mexican. I don't think that's it. I'm trying to remain positive and hope that maybe there was just the alcohol or whatever, the crowd, the environment, whatever it was. But for those rest of you that were watching the fight, comfort of your home, I'm sure you saw that Timothy Bradley obviously outboxed Marquez in nearly every round. So this is Aztec 101, and let me know what you guys think. How do you feel about uh, the scorecards and the reaction? So this is Aztec 101 post-fight for Marquez, Timothy Bradley. Great fight. And I hope to see Timothy Bradley in even bigger, high pain. Hopefully he makes more money. Hopefully he gets exactly what he deserves. He put in a lot of hard work and it all paid off tonight. So this is Aztec 101 and I'm out.